4 hours. The leads ring another agent's line. I manage him. He closes the deals, and that's all she does. Generated about 500,000 in GCI this year. We live up in Eagle, Idaho, which is right outside of Boise. So this means that you can step back from production if that's your objective, or you guys can use it to enhance your guys' own pipelines. We started this in Portland, Oregon back in 2018 as a way to create influential brand where we had people calling us, begging to work with us like celebrities. Fast forward 7 years, and our channels have closed over 832 transactions from YouTube alone, which is absolutely crazy. Our biggest channel, which is right there on the bottom, is our Living in Houston channel. In the last 30 days, it's generated about 150 leads, and in 2024, it generated almost 100 transactions. We run a very unique model down in Houston, Texas. You guys can see JoJo and Jackson there on the channel art. They generate all the leads for that channel, and then it funnels those into Ferris Realty. And if you guys aren't familiar with Kyler, he runs his own very well thriving oiled machine right there at the top. You guys probably noticed 2 channels, the exact same name, so channel name does not matter. If you guys were to compare these 2 channels, you guys would think that our channel probably generated more sales. We have more subscribers, we have more views. However, our motto is, we sell homes, not views and subscribers. Due to Kyler's impressive team size and conversion rates at about 16%, they managed to close 35% more homes than we did in 2024. So what's 35% more than 100? 135. So about 135 transactions from YouTube in 2024. Earlier this year, we made national headlines with our company's mergers. In the spring of 2025, Kyler moved his 50-agent brokerage over to eXp Realty, and he was one of the first brokerages to exercise the power of 2 with co-sponsorship with my organization and the Fast Forward movement with Dan Beer. So we have 2 channels funneling tons of leads into a very highly productive team. So from my experience, YouTube is probably one of the only social media platforms that I've seen where you can generate the leads and once again, have another team close those deals, which is extremely exciting if you're looking to exit production. So the real question is YouTube tapped out? I actually heard this earlier at another presentation. They said, there's a lot of people in my market, are you too late? And the answer, in my opinion, is absolutely not. In reality, 51% of home buyers identify YouTube as their main search platform. So today, I'm gonna talk to you guys primarily about relocation buyers. That's our bread and butter. The reason I love relocation buyers, they've got great credit, they typically have a big budget, and then they move extremely fast. This is a bigger search portal over Zillow, Redfin, and Homes.com. YouTube boasts over 2.7 billion users each month. TikTok ranks number 2 with 1 billion users, followed closely by Snapchat and then X. Additionally, YouTube has also become the largest podcasting platform on the planet, surpassing Spotify this year in performance. Back in July, Inman actually mentioned that YouTube remains the dark horse of the lead generation industry. So if you're around my age, you likely witnessed the emergence of YouTube as it entered the scene. It stands as the leading streaming network, outperforming Disney Plus and almost doubling the numbers of Netflix. I don't know what you guys think, but those are pretty wild statistics, right? Yeah. And how much does it cost to put a YouTube video up?
Free.
0, exactly. So YouTube was the very first third-party app to ever be featured on the iPhone outside of Apple. Does anybody here remember this app on their iPhone 3? I remember my first iPhone 3, and I still remember that YouTube was gonna crush iTunes. I'm like, they're giving us all this music for free, this is absolutely wild. But now as millennials, the largest upcoming buying generation, we were introduced to YouTube nearly 2 decades ago in 2005. And honestly, we're witnessing the takeover of YouTube right in front of our eyes. And now our children are growing up on YouTube. I'm sure you guys can attest, your kids are probably on YouTube more than any other platform that you've ever seen. It's wild. According to Forbes, a remarkable 92% of consumers place greater trust in creators on YouTube than celebrity endorsements. Furthermore, a study on CNBC revealed that 86% of Gen Z millennials aspire to become influencers as a career, surpassing all other job options out there. That's crazy. The CEO of YouTube, Neil Mohan, recently stated back in Denver at Connective TV Con, He said, we're not trying to be TV. TV is trying to be us. They can't figure it out. Every day, a staggering 1 billion hours of content is viewed through the television, which accounts for 51% of the views on YouTube. 51% of all views on YouTube comes from the television. That's crazy. When examining the channels that we manage and that we own, 75% to 80% of our views are actually coming from the TV. So this is a snapshot of our Houston channel. You can see that 79.4% of the watch time is coming from TV in the past year. Anyone here see how many viewed hours there was last year? 348,000 viewed hours of content on our channel in Houston, Texas. That's almost 1,000 hours a day. How many of you would love to have 1,000 hours of your content viewed each and every day for free? It's absolutely wild. It's also important to note that viewers on YouTube actually watch longer durations of content on YouTube or on TV than any other device as well. So for us, and the method that we focus on, there's really 3 types of videos. There's vlogs, maps, and home tours. Vlogs foster trust and brand connection, providing an on-the-ground feel that enhances relocation comfort. Our map videos offer segmentations, clarity on commutes, cost insights, and it enables informed decisions. Our home tours present the reality of inventory and price anchoring, preparing buyers for readiness. Each type provides a crucial role in a channel's effectiveness, and it's important to note, you guys, this is gonna probably anger some of you, but we do not focus on shorts, we do not focus on ads, we do not focus on listing videos, open house videos, a day in the life of me. No one really cares. What do people care about when they're moving across the country? They care about the things that we're making content about. If you guys wanted to learn how to generate leads from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or even like learn how to make an app on Lovable, where would you guys go? Every single one of you would go to YouTube to look that up, right? You guys aren't going to Instagram to figure it out, I can guarantee that. So this is really the content funnel that we work out of. Search, there's multiple different traffic sources, but I'm gonna keep this high level for you guys. Search is the top of the funnel for us. Interestingly, videos that are well optimized for SEO, which is search engine optimization, should generally be on the shorter side. When I say shorter side, I'm talking 10 to 18 minutes in length, because viewers are early on in their search phase. They're really in the discovery phase of their journey. So for us, as soon as one of our search videos gains tractions and YouTube starts to learn more about my audience, that's our signal to create longer content. You can begin to release videos at that point that are about 20 to 30 minutes in length for the browse and suggested traffic source, which is really the algorithm. So once that happens, you're gonna let the algorithm take over all the heavy lifting. Just remember that search helps the viewer find the video, where browse and algorithm helps the other way around. Let's just say that. We aim to keep 75% of our traffic in the browse and suggested category. And the reason why is because it's 6 to 10 times greater impression rate and volume coming out of the algorithm versus search. There's people out there all the time now that sit there and say, we'll rank your video #1, we'll make sure that you rank #1 in your city, blah, 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 blah. That's great and all, but the reality is, this is what we look at. We're looking at average view durations and how many impressions and views that we're getting from these specific traffic sources. So this is browse, #1 position. All of you guys can pull up your YouTube studios and look at this in your analytics sets, but our average view duration with browse is 8 minutes and 30 seconds. If you guys are putting out 1 minute long video lengths, 2-minute videos, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you guys are never gonna have an average view duration of 840. Our suggested videos, these are the videos that are showing up at the end of your video. Look at that average view duration, 26 minutes and 54 seconds average view time on a video. That's wild. And then with search, which is what are people manually searching, 7 minutes and 1 second. This proves to us that quality long videos is what YouTube wants. And if you guys look at those impression rates down there, which is how many times YouTube has actually placed our video in front of the audience, it's astronomical. This is why YouTube places videos in front of your face that you can't seem to not click on. You guys ever wonder like, oh, why is YouTube putting this video here and you can't stop watching it? That's exactly why. YouTube is smarter than we are when it comes to the videos that it wants to put out there. So when you get a channel that is, cranking along and you have leads coming in, you guys are gonna hit a fork in the road. you know, eventually all those relocation buyers that we generate will eventually become sellers if you nurture them properly, right? The reason I like relocation buyers, like I said, higher credit, higher price points, and then they sell twice as fast. Actually, that's a statistic according to NAR in 2023. Relocation buyers sell twice as fast than anyone else. So eventually you're gonna hit a fork in the road, and you can either keep doing what we're doing, which is generating high quality leads, or you can do what Sum and Kim has done, which is transition the channel into a listing asset. And Suman is someone that has done a fantastic job at generating a channel that generates high quality leads and then turning it into a listing asset. 4-time icon agent, $200 million in sales, relocated to a brand new market. So Sum and Kim, come on up.
Yeah.